Welcome to the final part of the Silver Campaign in Sonic the Hedgehog 2006.
Come on, Iblis! This time I'll finally stop.
Come on, come on.
Come on, put him up, put him up. What do you got? You ain't that tough, you ain't that tough. This is Iblis. There is Iblis. This is Silver's nemesis in his final form.
His tail is in the wrong spot.
I bet he gives great hugs. They're very warm.
And spiky. I do not think that spiky hugs would be that comfortable.
I mean, they can be comfortable. You just have to conveniently have holes in your body where the spikes are gonna go. Likely because he already hugged you once.
Alright, so the way you fight this boss is throw stuff at him.
Throw all the things at him.
Unfortunately, you have to time what things you're supposed to be picking up.
So you are free to throw objects at him at any time, and every object that hits him takes out a little bit of his health. What I don't particularly care for about this fight is that there's some level of scripting sequence that I'm not terribly crazy about, and it requires you to figure out what the game wants you to do, especially not falling off the fucking platform.
Blaze doesn't do anything during this fight, does she?
Nope. Well, I mean, alright. Thank you, Blaze, for your very helpful tutorial. Unfortunately, that is the extent of Blaze's usefulness.
It looks like he's getting closer to his final form. You'll be in trouble if you let him get close. Try to keep him away from here.
By throwing rocks at him, of course.
By throwing rocks at him that actually hit him. While he's doing the wind up, you can't actually hit him. He's got a barrier going on.
Yeah. I mean, while he's summoning rocks, like the rocks that he's summoning help protect him. Oh yeah, this shit. This is actually kind of cool, and I'm glad they put it in.
He sends out waves of flames, one after the other. You need to predict the next wave and evade it.
Thank you for explaining that after I already saw it once, Blaze. It's a very weighty boss, Kurt.
Yeah, but
apologize.
A lot of Silver's bosses are weighty.
He's trying to destroy this foothold. Silver, don't let him get you too.
He got me too. Now what of me?
Now, Silver.
Ooga booga booga booga.
So how much damage does this do? Damn it, Blaze!
I can't remember. It does a scripted amount of damage, I guess. He's in pain, I guess.
Yep.
They're just right in the head. The laws of video game bosses would lead me to believe that I'm winning. I am not actually winning.
Ouch.
So if you had to choose between going to either a Chuck E. Cheese or a Dave & Buster's arcade, which would you choose?
Is Dave & Buster's a permutation of Craig's Cruisers?
It might be. It's kind of like an adult arcade with
Why did
geared.
could you have caught that one?
No, you can't. You can't pick up the shards.
Not the shards, no, the large orb that he threw.
Wait, the large. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. He already threw the large orb.
Yes, he already threw one of the large orbs.
Yes, I could have caught that, which is why now I am screwed. Because once it's at the 3-minute mark. It's at the 3.25-minute mark every time. If he takes out too many footholds, then you have none left to keep you above the lava.
Right.
Which is what brings us back to here.
So you have to catch this and throw it back at him.
You just gotta believe that you can. Just gotta believe that you can. Like that.
And it does a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, it does a decent amount of damage. It doesn't, honestly, like, it doesn't really matter how much damage you've done so far. Most of the damage you do is from that ball and from landing on his head, which actually I think he's gonna do the... No, he's gotta do this... You know, and fancy that. He does this in between throwing that ball when you might have missed it, and then he does this where he tries to take out the foothold, but now that he didn't take out one of them, now I have one to stand on. Right? Or wait, or is this... No, he took out the one on the side.
He took out 2 on the side, actually.
Ooh, go, 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 go.
Just a little more. I will end this now.
So
Okay,
what's the rest of this part? Is the rest of this part just credits?
Yep, rest of this part... Well, it's the ending cutscene and the credits, yeah.
Huh.
I know. A lot of material. The game just decided to put it all in. I won.
Yay.
Yay! Good luck getting a time bonus on this. I think you absolutely have to hit him with enough boulders before you land on his head the second time in order to kill him that fast.
Well, you got some amount of time bonus.
I wish I had more. Honestly, it looks like the biggest determining factor of your score.
It is. But that's how boss fights in Sonic usually work, so...
No, I mean, I kind of miss the classic ones where you could just jump on Dr. Robotnik's head and don't have to wait for any stupid cutscene bullshit. These are a lot of extras.
We can rewatch the Silver Campaign, except the Silver Campaign is honestly the second worst of them.
Yes. Chaos Emeralds, lend me your power. Eternal Sun, raise this darkest hour.
Fall into slumber with my soul, Iblis. You cursed flames of disaster.
I left the milk out and now it's gone sour.
So how does Silver know the chant?
No.
That is a very...
Accept me as the vessel.
well, he already knows that... He already knows that the flames of disaster need a vessel. He didn't know...
I'll take Iblis.
He's only just learning that he can't be the vessel.
My soul is already alit with flames. I will be accepted.
Get it? Because your name is Blaze?
Yes, and she apparently swallowed a genie at some point.
Make it quick. Use your chaos control to stop time.
Can I make a wish on you, Blaze?
No. I can't do that to you.
Didn't we already go through this? We agreed to save the world at any price.
I can't. I wouldn't know what to do without you. You fought alongside me to save the world. You're my friend, right?
You're still so naive. But I've always liked that about you.
Oh, good. Tell me how much you love me before I banish you to the nether dimension.
Blaze, why'd you even give him the option? You could have done it.
Good luck, Silver.
No, she is doing it.
Yeah, she is doing it. Why'd she tell Silver to do it? She could do it.
No, because she's already got enough on her plate. Now, Silver needs to ship it out. See, look. They did it together.
Blaze saved the day by sacrificing herself.
She is the Jesus allegory of the Sonic the Hedgehog universe.
I thought Sonic was the Jesus allegory.
Well, we haven't gotten to that part yet.
Oh.
That is in this game, right? He comes back to life.
He dies for 3 seconds.
Oh, he dies for 3 seconds. And on the 4th second, he rose from the dead.
Alright, so all in all, I think that Silver's story is actually better than Sonic's story. It actually involves a significant amount more plot. However, a majority of the gameplay with Silver is, well, Silver being too goddamn slow to do anything.
Yeah, doing things takes a lot of time, but I will say that the extra time gives you much more control over his character.
Mm-hmm.
I do also agree that Sonic's episode is basically all build-up and no payoff, because you don't get the payoff of the relationship between Sonic and Elise until you unlock the 4th campaign.
Yeah. Hi, Mephiles.
Ah, you also are Mr. Payoff. I love hearing your voice.
This is a pretty decent techno track, though.
Yeah, and it makes sense in the context of Silver. Because, like, it's all about auto-tune and computers and shit, because he's psychic or something.
Psychic or something, yes. Psychokinesis, dude. Psychokinesis. As opposed to pyrokinesis, which is something that Blaze has.
Kind of. Blaze has got
That's the explanation on how she was able to seal Iblis inside her. She has pyrokinesis, so she can, control the genie powers.
It's a loose similarity to have fire and to have fire in your soul. I mean, I guess it's convenient for Blaze, especially because you didn't have to guess that Blaze was fire. Fire loves fire. Take fire away. Trap it up in a bottle. Save some for later.
'Cause I'm an Iblis in a bottle.
And I'm free for the moment. Oh man. If people actually stuck around for this techno track, I think the first thing I did was put the controller down and leave the room.
So in about 2 minutes, it will actually go black.
No, I made sure that it didn't go to black screen. It would have been funny though.
Hold it, is that Doobie Bing? Doobie Bing? Is that supposed to be dubbing?
Well, you don't say.
Even the credit sequence has problems.
Some of the in-game subtitles have problems too. Now that you mention it, I found a glaring error in grammar, in one of the Sonic parts.
Tanaka naka naka na.
I actually find it amazing that they had enough Silver cutscene videos to actually fill up a credit sequence.
I'm pretty sure they actually had mapped out the cutscene for Silver's episode, then started doing the credits roll and sped up the credits roll so that it lines up nicely.
Yeah. No, we have not yet seen the people who gave us this lovely techno remix. It's not actually a remix. It's just a song, I think.
Yeah, Dreams of Absolution.
I think it's a song. Bye, Blaze. Thank you for reminding me.
And Blaze does not come back during the last story sequence. She is deaded.
I will always be with you. Not really. That actually kind of makes me kind of sad now.
Yeah, Blaze and Sonic are not in the last story sequence.
Well, I mean, Sonic
is dead during that, so it makes sense. But Blaze, she's just shifted off to another dimension. She could come back.
They sent the best controlled character in the game to the null dimension. This game is hellbent on destroying itself. It barely functions as it is.
Oh, so they didn't speed it up to match up nicely with the with the episode. Damn.
No, of course, because now we have to listen to Our World. And this stupid fucking synth violin intro that I have to listen to every time I boot the game up.
But it is a good violin intro.
It just, it puts you in the mood right away for an overly dramatic Sonic the Hedgehog experience.
I know that this is Cash Cash, but this actually sounds like a Shady Fox.
It always got like similar sounds for Sonic. It's always like a hard rock beat. But going in review of the Silver campaign, would I play it again? No. Neither would I play the other two.
I argue I actually would play Shadow's campaign because I actually do play video games more for their story than anything else, usually. Although gameplay is still very important. I think I could power through the tedium of Shadow's combat quote-unquote focused gameplay in order to actually experience the story, because I actually really like Shadow's story in this game.
Yeah, because Shadows takes on a different kind of thing. Like everyone has a designated villain, but specifically Shadows is unique in that it exploits his own egoism. In that it literally takes his form and then starts pretending that it's him or something.
You really don't remember the Shadow story that well, do you?
I remember most of the Shadow story. I mean, it was only for a moment that Mephiles was mistaken for Shadow, and it was mostly inconsequential when that happened. At the same point, though, it stands that Shadow doesn't like being copied. He is Shadow. He is the greatest life
Lee
form
Brotherton.
Or something. So with that said, I look forward to the Shadow campaign. I hope that it is not quite as goofy as I think it is in my head.
It's slightly less goofy than Sonic's campaign, and I want to say it's more fun than Silver's campaign.
Yeah, punch, kick, punch.
It's much more repetitive than Sonic's campaign, I'll give you, but
anything is better than waiting a half hour to jump again after jumping. So
well, he still has that problem.
But with that, the Silver campaign is now complete, 100%. And in the next part, when we return to Sonic 06, we go to Shadow.
Yup.